This is Nanjo Realty Group. I am your agent, number one agent. You call me the real estate apostle. My name is Paul. Today I will be talking to us about common mistakes first time buyers make and how to avoid them. So, what are some of the common mistakes that first time buyers make and how can these mistakes be avoided? So, this is a guide for smart home buying, right? So, So buying your first home is, very exciting. Everybody wants to be in that new house, but it can also be very overwhelming if you are not careful, if you don't know the information that you need in order to make this a success. So avoiding common mistakes will save you time. Not only time, will save you money. Not only money, will also save you stress and a lot of headaches that might come with making those mistakes. So in this video, we will explore key pitfalls and how to stay clear of them, right? We're going to identify those little mistakes and then also identify how to avoid those mistakes so that we can have a smooth ride. So mistake number one is not knowing your budget. Shopping for homes without understanding how much you can afford is a mistake. And how do you know how much you can afford? You need to get a pre-approval letter from a mortgage company that will tell you how much a lender is willing to lend you to buy your house. So once you get that amount, it is going to guide you as to what type of house you can afford. And then you're going to look at your income and your expenses and see whether if you added that amount of debt to your current income, you'll be able to survive it down the road, right? So a quick tip, will be in calculating your budget, you need to understand that you have to factor in taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs when you buy the house. When you buy a house, it doesn't end just with the cost of the house, but you need to pay property taxes, you need to pay insurance, you need to pay maybe homeowners association, you need to maintain the house, keep the lawn kept, and every other thing that comes with keeping that house a habitable place. So you need to factor all of those in. The second mistake is skipping the pre-approval process, right? So many people get so excited that they just call a real estate agent to start showing the homes without actually going through the pre-approval process to know what house to even go out to see, you know. So searching for homes without pre-approval is a big mistake. And a way to avoid that is to get a pre-approval letter because that strengthens your offer and gives you credibility. So what this means is if you approach a buyer or sorry, you approach a seller and you say, hey, you listed this house for 300,000. Here is a pre-approval letter from a mortgage lender saying that I am pre-approved for 400,000, which means that I have the capability and the credibility to buy that house. That person is going to be willing to listen to you to make negotiation. Versus when you just show up and you don't have any pre-approval, the seller might not be willing to waste their time talking to you because they are not sure you will qualify for the house at the end of the day. So it gives you that credibility. So a pro tip is to choose a lender with good reviews and competitive rates. So some lenders, you know, have some incentives they give if you use them, especially preferred lenders of new builders, right? Some give you up to $20,000 that you can apply towards your closing costs. Some even give you gift cards of up to $3,000 you can use to buy furniture after closing, and so on. Some decide to, take care of your mortgage for the first 6 months, and then you pick up from there, and so on. So there's a lot of incentives. So you want to, choose a lender that has these reviews, and your real estate agent like myself can also guide you, to some lenders out there, some builders out there that have great incentives. Ignoring additional cost. When you focus only on the purchase price, you miss the point because the purchase price is not all that comes with the house. It's not like you went to the market and you bought a pair of shoes, and when you get home, that is it about it. No, when you buy a house, there is hidden cost. There is some cost behind, uh, that is not put forth to you when you first start the process. So we need to consider that not, focusing only on um, the purchase price is a big mistake. You need to, make sure that you budget for closing costs, moving expenses, and ongoing maintenance, like I said previously. And a tip that I'm giving for this one is that you need to set aside 1 to 3% of the home's value every year for upkeep, right? That is to pay your taxes, to maintain your property, and every other thing that comes with it. Every year, set aside about 1 to 3% of the cost of that property to handle those things. Mistake number 4 is letting emotions drive your decision. Yeah, many people fall in love with homes that they cannot afford. And just based on that emotion, they say, oh no, I like this house, I like this house, I have to go for this house. They do everything. Call this person, can you send me money to my account so that I can show that I have money in my account, even though you don't have money in your account, just so that you qualify for that house. That is a big mistake. Falling in love with a home that is over your budget or is unsuitable is a very big mistake. And a way to avoid that is to stick to your needs and budget, even if a house seems so perfect, so appetizing, so attractive, but discipline yourself to stick to your budget and your needs. So when you buy a house, you need to figure out what you need, not what you want. Okay, that is a very big thing. Figure out what you need. Discipline yourself, stay with your budget, stay within your means, no matter how perfect a house looks. Okay. And I will give you a tip here to view multiple homes before making a decision. Right. Go around and look at different homes and to actually see the ones that meet your needs, not your wants. Once you get that, settle for it and move on. Skipping the home inspection. So many people buy, especially new construction homes. The buyer of new construction homes most of the time skip inspection. They feel like, oh, this is just a new home. Everything should be fine with this home. I don't want to go spend this $400 to $500 to hire a licensed inspector. I'll just go with the way the house is for now. That is a big mistake because once you close on that house and get in there and some material fact was in that house that was not uncovered to you, you are going to have to spend thousands of dollars by avoiding $400, right? So always get a professional home inspector to go over the things that they know how to go over to make sure that that property is good to go. And a tip for this is that after the inspection, if they notice some things, could just be cosmetics or something, you can use that inspection report to negotiate repairs for a better price. So you can say, okay, this is estimated that it's going to be $5,000 to repair this thing. You can either give me repair the thing before I get in, or you take out $5,000 from the price of the house. That way you can get in and repair it yourself. But if you get in and you got the 5,000 reduction and you got in, you might end up repairing that thing for 2,000 if you have a handyman around that can do it for cheaper. And that way you have had a better pricing for that house and that has saved you money. Okay. Mistake number 6 is failing to research the neighborhood. Don't buy a house in a neighborhood without understanding the area. If you do that, that will be a mistake. So you need to research schools, the safety of that environment, commute time to, areas like airport, city areas, shopping malls and things like that, and other amenities that are around. Is there a gym, a gymnasium around? Is there a football pitch? Is there a place where kids can play in the neighborhood? Research all of that before you make a decision to buy a house. Don't just buy it based on the price and because most of your friends are buying in that area, you want to buy there too. No, actually make your research, to make sure that the area you're going into meets your needs. It is safe, that you don't drive for hours to get to town and things like that. The tip for this one is visit the area at different times of the day before committing to that area. So show up there in the night, show up early in the morning, see the way traffic is in the morning, see how the community is in the night. Is it so dark that you don't see? I mean, what is going on at different times of the day? Show up and make sure that you understand the area before you decide to commit to that area. And in conclusion, buying your first home is a big step. If you avoid these mistakes that I just shared with you here, you are going to make that home buying process a very smooth process. So do your research, stay within your budget, and work with professionals. You need a real estate agent or me right here. I will be so glad to help you, walk you through some of these steps. And again, if you have watched this video up to this time, do not forget to subscribe for more tips and advice on smart home buying. Thank you so much. Again, I am your agent, Paul Guasiri, here in Dallas, Fort Worth metropolitan area, the real estate apostle. See you in the next video. God bless.